Welcome back to Heels, Pops, and Chair Shots Wrestling Entertainment Champions. 3 titles on the line. Barbed Wire, Mayhem, and the Elite is finally back. All this tonight on the pre-show that matters from the bad guys. It's time for Hard to Kill. Who's joining me tonight?
Oh, yeah, it is JP Savage. New year, same JP.
Oh.
All disappointment and it's mischief. You heard? Let's get it, baby. I'm psyched. Let's go.
Old school.
Woo! And it's my brother from another, killing it on Monday nights on CBS Sports Radio. KUTA, talk to him a minute.
You guys can call me Coots from now on because I trust you with my life.
Hey,
that's what
there
I'm
you go.
about.
Hey, we up there now. We done made it, boys. Let's talk to him. Yo, Hard to Kill is gonna be a night to remember, ladies and gentlemen. History will be made here tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, history has been made the last couple weeks. Pretty much since this whole ordeal with Kenny Omega. And it's just the one of many headlines of tonight. Gentlemen, how are we feeling about tonight? What are we expecting?
Do we feel like Omega's presence is the reason that Impact has elevated its game?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know about all of that.
Not necessarily. I just think more people are paying attention. Because
Listen.
Mischief. JP, tell them, baby.
Mischief. You can open up the shades and the sun comes in. Doesn't mean you're going to get skin cancer. You know what I'm saying? Like, this just opens up some doors. It opens up some doors. It brings more eyes to the product because, once again, ladies and gentlemen, Impact has been doing the damn thing for a minute. Throughout this entire pandemic, they've been giving us quality wrestling. And it's about damn time they get the respect they deserve. I love this interaction with AEW, with Kenny Omega himself. I think the fact that you have Kenny Omega, the AEW champion, on the main event, sells tickets on his own, right? But this card though, y'all about to see some things, folks, because you have a couple matches you have not seen before on this card.
Oh, that's facts on facts. Let me start you guys off with a story here. It's gonna be a night of tag teams, is correct, but let's go ahead and kick it off with the greatest tag team on Impact, or one of the greatest tag team, I think, the North, because they're very heavily involved in this card tonight. We got our boy Justin Alexander here gonna fight Brian Myers, and I think this is gonna be out of a match. But how do we feel about this whole breakup with the North, man? Because the North, they kind of separate ways, but they kind of haven't.
First of all, this motherfucker's called Josh Alexander. I don't know who Justin Alexander is, but Josh Alexander.
I said Justin. My bad. I thought it was
he's his twin brother. Hey man, if he got Karate Man, he can have a Justin Alexander. It's fine.
Well, I mean, Impact does have its own wacky universe, but Josh Alexander has shown. And you know what? Like, Brian Myers kind of pisses me off, right? He was a very vocal departure from the WWE, someone that had a lot to say. But
it's a podcast.
Here we are looking at another Brian Myers match, and I'm thinking, like, he's got to carry this. Like, he's got to have a good match. He's got to have a really good match. And I haven't felt he's had a really good match. Like, he's had decent matches. Like, I haven't felt like all that shit that he was talking about not being utilized has show me, dog. I know he had a match with like Hornswoggle, which is like not the greatest to book you. Like, I get you, dog, but that's not all he's done. I want to see something.
Yeah, man, he has the opportunity here in this company, and I mean, we're talking about a pre-show match. You know, like
yeah.
It's either this or back to Creative Pro. So,
hey.
And you know what? He's not the only one that's going through the same thing right now. Because you look at other promotions, there's a couple people that fizzled very quickly.
How do you feel about our boy? He got kids. Heath Slater. Because he's another one that falls into this kind of category.
Injury plays a role too. Injury plays a role too. But
well, at least the eyes are on these guys because they're the ones that jump ship, right? So
of course they're coming from the main product.
Yeah.
Kuta, what do you think, yo?
I mean, I think I don't think they needed to split up the North when they did. In an Impact situation with your tag team division, either you have a really dominant team at the top and you just let them stay there and keep throwing stuff at them until something works, or you just build a whole division. They went the third option where they broke up the team at the top and there really isn't a replacement necessarily. So I mean, I have to agree with Mischief about Brian Meyer. He has what I call a specialized audience. I've always imagined it when he ran the Kurt Hawkins gimmick, where he quite literally made his losing streak the gimmick. If you put him on the Raw after Mania with that Chicago-style crowd that's 98% dudes like us,
that's a great point.
And then finally let him go over, he would have gotten the biggest pop. But outside of that, it wouldn't have done anything for anybody. So you have to have that broad audience appeal, and he doesn't. You're a dude named Brian. Okay.
That sounds a lot like that dude named Zach.
Oh, you mean Matt? Oh, okay.
Yeah, Matt. Or Matt. That's the same dude. The same dude that got that same pop from that Mania crowd that won a salami, by the way. Right?
Ooh. I remember
that big pop. Also, when he got his Intercontinental Championship up in Long Island or wherever the fuck they were up here.
Yeah.
It was in Mania.
Mania
2016.
Match,
I was there in Dallas.
Oh, word.
Champion, the ladder match,
was it Mania?
And then lost it the next day.
I thought
makes
it
sense.
was the Mania up here, but I think you're right. It was in Dallas, right? Yo,
Yeah,
but like,
man.
Here we are in a very similar scenario. Brian, what's up? Like, you're that guy that's gonna benefit off of that one scenario.
Well, Josh ain't gonna have the assistance of his partner tonight, so maybe Brian, maybe that's enough for Brian to get over on here tonight and start his winning streak in his upcomings. Let's see. We do have, speaking of talent from the E, man, this one has made an impact. Is Tennille Dashwood. She's made some noise on this Impact run as of late, teaming up with a couple talent, including Purrazzo herself. She's taking on Rosemary and Crazy Steve here, but she's teaming up with Caleb with a K. This duo here has made a lot of noise. I like the gimmick here and the characters that they're playing. It's money. The whole conceited picture. Take my picture thing. It's money.
And Caleb is a low key, like, really good wrestler. I feel like he's a really good wrestler.
He does get. He's doing flips and shit out every chance he can. And loafers. Yeah. Shit, you know what I mean? We're in January, folks. Why wearing loafers? Like, what's going on? But yes. You know what though? I have a hard time believing that Tennille Dashwood is really like that. Because she's a sweetheart. She was quirky. You know what I mean? It's not as bad as Bailey trying to turn heel, because she actually did a pretty good job. But I don't know. She still has to sell me on it, because I need to see her win. I need to see her get over on many people before I really buy into it.
Okay. More work. Okay. How are we feeling about this matchup here, this tag match?
What you got, old school?
I mean, you got a veteran like Rosemary in the match.
I'm all about the Decay reunion. So I want to see Crazy Steve and Rosemary go at.
There you go. Oof. With the assist.
Like that Rosemary Crazy Steve are not getting spoken about enough. Rosemary always puts on a really good match. And I mean, I'm a sucker for characters, and Rosemary is so deep. Character. She's so deep. I love it. I mean, whatever. Impact is like the redheaded stepchild. I love this shit.
What's the over under? What's the over under? We see Rosemary and Abaddon get it on now that Impact is playing games with AEW.
Nah, keep them in separate Marvel comic universes.
Right.
I mean, let them exist independently of each other.
No Freddy vs. Jason?
Yo, honestly, I think if you're gonna see a match, it would be Abaddon versus Su Young, Susan, or Susie.
That would be
I'm
nice.
just saying.
Shout out to that.
Whoever she is.
But Impact is known for having those crazy wild style matches. I wouldn't put it past them. Tonight,
Kuta,
we are in
what do you think,
quite a
dog?
treat.
Well, as far as this, I mean, first of all, I think me and Mischief are so similar. I'm a sucker for a character myself, but
Stop stealing my lines, yo.
I'm sorry, but because I feel like Crazy Steve and Rosemary were trying to find Wyatt's swamp and got lost on the way. Like that's kind of what they are, and they work it very well. And the thing about it is, like when you see a Crazy Steve, for example, your first thought is, "There's no way this guy can wrestle," and then you watch him wrestle and go, "Wow, this guy's."
Oh,
So this match does have potential. I think it's okay. I do agree about Tennille Dashwood though, because first of all, I'm glad she got away from Women of Honor. I'm sorry. I know it's an opportunity, but because Ring of Honor is effectively my home promotion, being from Baltimore. It is not appreciated the way it should be. When they had live shows, it was the break.
yo,
Facts.
It shouldn't have been, but it was. And she got away from it. Now she has that. Because unless she was standing next to Jay Lethal, there was nothing that got Tennille over. So now it's on her. I mean, you're still doing the "it's all about me" gimmick, okay. But again, it's the same thing as Brian Myers. You have to deliver at this point. Because we've seen Rosemary and Crazy Steve, they're mainstays in Impact. And you have to step up to that. If you don't, it's noticeable.
Fact.
KUTA Jr., baby. Let's go.
There. Great point. And I'm in the mood for something special. Yeah, you gonna say something, Mischief? Because you know, this whole Abaddon and Su Young got me, you know, in this mysterious universe talking. Impact has got this whole universe going crazy themselves. We're gonna have Ethan Page go at it with Ethan Page or Karate Man?
Karate Man.
No, you don't understand. He's a karate man. He brews on the inside. They don't show the weakness. No, I don't.
Thank you.
It's just why not have a match with yourself? Seriously, why not? Ethan Page is just so entertaining by himself. So they said, let's let him sit there by himself. Why not?
I'm intrigued. I'm here for it.
KUTA, yo, we are like brothers from a different country. He's so, how many, son, like go back in the archives. How complimentary have I been of this man? And for what reason? I've said he's got it, right? Like he's so goddamn entertaining. This is a beautiful way to showcase that. Like as ridiculous as it seems. Impact is that's what they are. I'm so curious to see what the fuck this even looks like. I'm excited.
Are we gonna get Undertaker versus Undertaker here? Like, is that what's going to happen?
I better touch on some aspects. I think.
Worse.
Diesel versus Diesel.
Oh my God!
Oh man,
so definitely pre-recorded, right?
I think so. Maybe a pre-recorded event with some kind of CGI. I think
we'll find out tonight, folks. We'll find out tonight.
We're moments away, gentlemen. Moments away, literally. Moments away.
Well, right now, it's happening. It's happening. They're getting warm, baby.
The karate man is getting warmed up right now.
Oh man, things will get
karate,
more.
Dickhead.
Things will be heating up, though. Indeed, we have a 6-man tag before the 6-man tag, if you will. Eric Young in this new, damn. I get the heel faction vibes. I get the Undisputed Era type vibes here with this stable he got. He turned Cody Deaner. Yo, this man Deaner showing some light. We shed on it last week on our show, man, how these talents, man, they're showing character as opposed to, even though others may not believe so. Cody Deaner is somebody he's done both. He's now doing his heel run, and I'm here for it, man. I'm loving what I see. KUTA, what do you feel about this 6-man tag here?
Well, you put it better than I could. Is they're letting talent do their own thing. There's no more hiccup of they're right before they walk out the curtain and they go, should I do it? That hiccup isn't there anymore. They just walk out and do it. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I can always try again. I'm under contract. And that's the right attitude to have. And I think, because Eric Young, when he came back to Impact, pretty much every wrestling fan just went, good, thanks. It was just kind of, there's really nowhere else he should be other than his fishing show, which was awesome, by the way.
Not for nothing.
But yes,
not for nothing. Sanity was amazing. Sanity was dope, and it was misused, unfortunately, because they had a good thing going. So definitely happy to see him do that. And let's not forget Cody Deaner shooting their shalom. Of course.
No doubt.
Damn, yo, we on it tonight.
We drop everything we can, but I don't think Undisputed Era is who I'd compare him to. I would say they're kind of like the Wyatts.
Ooh. Yeah, I didn't like that.
Yeah.
Undisputed Era because they're trash, and I don't want to.
Okay, Mister, I like to kick the ball instead of running in for a touchdown and get tackled.
You like losing, that's cool.
So,
honestly, man, like they're so aggressive. I don't know. That's just not where I'm at with them, like as a storyline. But I never was in love with the Cody Deaner hillbilly character that was kind of it, right? I thought it was cool. I felt like he enjoyed it, which is
him
great.
And cousin Jake.
Yeah, that was fun for him, but I just I didn't resonate with that. I don't know. I just didn't feel for him as a character, whatever. This is interesting. Mm-hmm. This is interesting. Now, where they take it from here? All right, we got this fresh change. Like Eric Young's been on fire. This is what we wanted, right? Everybody was happy. Like to Kuta's point. So cool. Now what? Because it's Rhino, Tommy Dreamer, and cousin Jake. Tommy Dreamer is kind of like the gateway drug here at Impact. You know what I mean? Like you kind of got to have a good showing against Tommy Dreamer.
It's true.
Guy.
It's true.
Right? Eddie Edwards was that guy, right? Like they have that match as kind of like, all right, like he breaks you in. Right? Rhino kind of softens you up in some of the lower level, like tag match bullshit, blah, 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 mid-card bullshit. So here we are, again, in the lower mid-card, like, this is gonna be one of those solid matches. Like you got to have a good showing here, and I hope that this can tell a story. It's just not like a collection of fucks, and it doesn't feel like it will be. It feels like it's got something here. It's got some chemistry, so I'm excited for that, for sure. Yeah. The match will be ECW legend match, blah blah blah. So and it'll be fun. Like it'll be a fun match in that regard. Whatever, I'm down.
You see, it's interesting because you want a story in the match, and we have a match on this card that doesn't need a story because the match itself is the story. A barbed wire match. You talk about Bad Blood, Sami Callihan versus Eddie Edwards in a barbed wire massacre. Yo, I'm scared for Eddie Edwards, man. We've seen what Sami Callihan is capable of against Tessa Blanchard. Nonetheless, imagine another man by the name of Eddie.
This feud, Kuta. I know you've seen this feud. This has gone out of hand already. These guys are gonna kill each other. Holy shit!
I love how Sami Callihan very frequently pushes the limit of how far can I actually go. But one thing is he knows. Most importantly, he knows I am not on network television. In fact, I am on the Rock and Roll channel, so I can get away with a few things, and he uses that to his advantage. But even before that, I mean, when Impact was just running shows on Twitch, basically, even before that, he did everything he possibly could. So he has become that mainstay guy. And, I mean, long gone are the days of the random hacker dude from NXT. So,
thank God.
No, this
left me hanging with that.
Well, this has a modern feel of, and I know I'm overreaching, but dare I say,
dare you,
Flair Steamboat.
Oh, how dare you!
Because Eddie Edwards has his wife. He has his wife with him. Sami Callihan, I mean, that is the modern version of this. The old school was two guys meet up and they have their match and whatever happens, happens. Now it's, no, I'm going to kidnap her and I'm going to, basically murder you, and that's how it's going to be. So I don't know. The good thing is Eddie is up for anything, and he can make everybody look like $1 million. And Sami Callihan is in the same boat. So these two will barely be human beings after this is over. But I can't wait to see it happen.
Facts.
I'm here for it.
I feel for Alicia Edwards because she's the one that's gonna be suffering during this match, 100%. And you know what, Kuta saying that reminds me, DDP versus Undertaker, right? Whenever they incorporate the wife into the storyline, right? Like this has all been done before, folks. This ain't nothing new, but it's exciting. It's exciting, and when it's executed and done the right way, it's wonderful.
Shout out to those that hate recycled moves. The first.
Listen, folks. In case you didn't know, when it's good, it's hard to kill.
Facts on facts. Free marketing right there for you. It's gonna be hard to kill tonight. One of the first of the 3 titles here tonight. It's time for the finals of the Knockouts Tag Team Tournament. We're gonna see a champion here. Who we got? Who we like, guys?
Cameraman.
That's who I'm going for.
I will always be a fan of Havoc and Nevaeh because I like my characters, man. I like my characters. I like it interesting. You know what I mean? Like Kara Hogan and Tasha Steelz, they're girls that I'm familiar with. I
extra
feel like
loud this week.
Like that. You know what I mean? Like we went to school with girls like that. They feel familiar. You know what I mean?
Tasha's a Jersey girl at that.
Right.
Jersey.
You know what I mean?
Holding it down.
Boricua. So like I feel like I connect with her like with that tag team. Like I feel like I know them. Havoc and Nevaeh feel dangerous, and I've seen what Havoc has done. Not to say that Kara Hogan has not been good, not to say that Tasha Steelz has not been good, but Havoc has been great. I've seen her in hardcore women's knockouts matches, like fucking killing it. So, you know, I'm
the competition
to go against Havoc and Nevaeh in this match, especially like to represent the tag team division. Like I think that's who you want, someone with like a reputation.
Yeah, I feel like the momentum's been building quite a long time already, and I think it's time.
They gotta wash off the stench of the Eric Young ODB tag team title reign. You know, you gotta gotta put in some legitimate teams to try to restore the lineage.
Talk to them middle school. Woof, nice. We also have, speaking of the women, the lovely knockouts of Impact, Deonna Purrazzo and Taya Valkyrie here. She took the mic this past week and she said some harsh words to Deonna. I'm here for it. I'm behind Taya, but I don't know what kind of a match we're gonna see here. Who we pulling for?
Wait, you think Taya was the one with the harsh words? Because Deonna was the one talking about that she hasn't been, Taya hasn't done nothing since hubby left the company. I don't know. That one burned pretty hard for me. I think Taya, it burned her a little bit too. But folks, remember, this is a gem. These women have never met before. It's the first time we're gonna see them in the ring together. And I mentioned this before. The one knockout that can definitely bring it to Deonna is Taya Valkyrie. This has the potential to be match of the night.
I could not agree more with JP, and that's weird for me to say. Even
that is, I'm surprised.
It feels icky. It's kind of gross, right? But
that's what happens, bro. You better take that vaccine.
Wow. Taya Valkyrie is one of those. Like, she's one of those mainstays at Impact. The thing is that, like, I don't give a shit who wins because I think the match is going to be really good.
Fact.
No matter what, it's going to be a really, really good match. B, I kind of think that Taya should win. And the reason being is that she's a mainstay on this show. She's already lost the title and she's not been, like, near the top. She's kind of got to reclaim her spot a little bit. I think it'll give her some credibility. Yo, she's been a great champion when she has been champion. So let's get back to it. You know what I mean?
And she don't got Johnny Bravo no more. So,
No distractions.
Yup.
Now is the time.
Merc.
I hear it.
Merc, you got to take it out. It wasn't COVID.
It was the Undertaker. John Morrison was like, bang, bang, bitch.
Oh man.
Touch my woman. Don't touch
man.
my woman, says this next match.
Gentlemen, the X division has been loud as F. And whether it be in the ring or on Twitter, all eyes will be on it. The attention has been brought, and I'm here for it. It's time to bask in the Bay Area tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Chris Bay gets another shot at that X division in a triple threat, though. Or in a triple threat, you know. Who do we like?
Chris Bay.
We're not biased at all.
I only want Chris Bay to win if he gets to execute option C.
Ooh. Would you like to recap option C for us?
That's where you give up said title for an opportunity at the big belt.
A la Money in the Bank. Is that something you'd like to see out of the
I love it. I love it.
Because that would be fantastic. And I think it's going to be Chris Bay. Shooting the Islam catches on all your favorite platforms. I just want to say it. Really.
You know what? I have to take the opportunity to be this guy. I hope it's Rohit Raju. I do.
You know what? I don't mind that answer.
Because he's the guy that if he wins, you just stop and go, they did it. So what is he going to do? And it makes me curious. Because look, the fan in me says Chris Bay, because that dude's just on another level. It's not even close. But if they put it on Rohit, even for a minute, it's just, what is he going to do? I want to see what he's going to do. I'm curious.
Another
pretty hilarious.
So there's just one person we have not mentioned at all. The X Division champion himself.
He's the champion himself, yeah.
Manic.
Yeah, there's that guy.
Damn. Yo, maybe he was having a manic moment on Twitter, bro. Like, you don't know. Like, shit happens, bro. Listen, either way, it's going to be a phenomenal match. Old school, I am so here for what you said. Rich Swann versus Chris Bay. Sign me up on Tuesday, twice on Wednesday, 6 times on a Sunday. Forget your mother on a Thursday. You know what I'm saying?
Let's do it. Let's get there. Let's get there and get rid of whoever's holding that title. Anyway, we do have
getting your mother. What?
We're not done speaking of titles yet. Maybe no more are on the line for the rest of the evening tonight, but we are here to witness history yet again. A 6-man tag to close it out. We have the Impact's heavyweight champion, and we have AEW's world heavyweight champion. And the Elite has returned, gentlemen. How do we feel about this big comeback?
Tama Tonga was not pleased.
I feel like that's a recurring theme, though. So, like...
Time to stop getting worked, yo. No,
He's just like, but the copyright is in Japan.
No,
Jarvis.
That's what Madonna said.
Well, they're not using Bullet Club, right? They can't use it.
Yeah, they're going with the Elite now.
Okay,
who cares?
That's safe.
Same thing. They all gonna fuck.
You know what it is.
That's the line we're towing.
Wolfpack, Red Wolfpack, black and white. You know what it is.
Green, white, red. Same thing, right?
Team Impact, like, it would be. Should Omega win this match? Like, Impact keeps drawing the short straw in all these storyline decisions. Like, even the way Callis talks about Impact, even the way Impact is referred to in all the Tony Khan and Tony Schiavone skits, right? Every moment that they get an opportunity to take a big fat dump on Impact's good name, they do so willingly, happily, and joyfully. Impact's got to get one. Like, there's got to be a little bit of payoff.
Got to be a payoff, right?
Could be a dusty finish or whatever, but Rich Swann and the Motor City Machine Guns, I think, have to do something here.
Do something, but I don't know about when, because this is also the first that they're here, Omega. And so you got to have, when they first arrive, you got to give them something you got to be mad at something. That evil villain just jumped out and attacked your village and shit. He got to attack the village. This is him attacking, And Kenny Omega got to leave his mark.
Yeah, but
That's how I
what
feel.
better way? What better way to leave your mark to have him lose, and he has to come back again. You know what I mean? With reinforcements. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just build on that. I don't be surprised if the Impact roster plays a role in this match, because, like Mr. said, AEW has shit on Impact every chance they've been able to the commercials.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, it's really
Shivani has gotten back to his old ways, yo. Have you heard him on Wednesdays?
Oh,
Yo,
yeah.
I love it.
He sounded like Mick Foley on Monday nights.
Man, I'll never forget when Don Callis came out and he said, "Get up," and he goes, "Kiss my ass, get out of here."
Yo, he called this pay-per-view something dead or something, some shit like along those lines instead of Hard to Kill. Like, he was getting very, very rude with his shit now, yo.
Who you got?
To me, there's three ways this can end. Either you have either you have Rich Swann go over on one of the Good Brothers, so you have an Impact champion beating an Impact guy contract.
Oh,
or
smart.
You have, I would say, one of the Motor City Machine Guns going over on one of the Good Brothers to set up some kind of tag team deal, but it's still all Impact contract-wise. Or you go nuclear and you have Omega pin Swan. And if you pull that,
I don't know.
Then everyone will do what y'all are doing right now. And it will give you that moment of, you have to come back to see how this ends. And so to me, there's multiple ways you can go, but if I'm booking it, Kenny Omega is pinning your world champion. You know why?
Make it dirty.
It's
There
all
is
about the
no
chase.
way of saying you are in control of your own promotion like having your head guy lose to an outsider. That, to me, that's the ultimate way of saying, at the end of the day, it's our show. And you all know that. So he won tonight. So what? Come back on Tuesday. See how it goes.
I love it.
I have a new favorite outcome, and it's Kenny Omega winning this match.
I'm so interested, ladies and gentlemen. If you're not excited about this finish right now, and you haven't ordered Impact right now, check your pulse and do so now. What the freak are you waiting for now? Like, come on, let's get this shit done. Order it, and let's watch history unfold tonight on Impact Hard to Kill. I cannot wait.
Guys, do you know what the next pay-per-view is?
Oh my God, tell him.
I believe it's Slammiversary.
Ooh.
Kenny Omega versus Rich Swann. We're gonna take off.
It has to happen. It has to happen. This got to lead to that. This has to be it.
Man.
That's why you
Kuta.
have Omega go over on Swan.
Crab cakes.
Wait, but do you think it's going to be that short? I kind of want them to take it to Bound for Glory.
That's selfish.
Okay.
That's selfish, old school, and I'm here for it.
That's what she said.
I have no issue.
Crab cakes in football. That's what Maryland does.
Woo! I'm here for it. Ladies and gentlemen, get on the phones. Get on your providers. Get it
on
now.
the phones.
Hard to Kill. Do what you got to do to watch this pay-per-view, because it's going to be historic, and it's going to happen here tonight. The first steps to the future begin tonight at Hard to Kill, and I'm here for that finish that Kuta just said. Oh, I got the goosebumps rolling.
Listen, Impact got momentum, and it's Hard to Kill.
Woo!
Tune in.
Yeah.
Woo! That's all the damn time we have for you folks for this damn pre-show. Kuta, tell them where we can find you at, man. Give them all your handles.
You can hit me up on Twitter at Kuta_Jr. as you see. But most importantly, go to my website, topoftherope.com. I do a top 20 every week, the top 20 wrestlers of the week. It is not power rankings. It is completely different every week. Please give it a look.
Nice. Nice. JP, why don't you tell the good folks how to show the bad guys some love on the way out?
Absolutely. Heels, pops, and chair shots. HPC2 Sweet on IG and Twitter. Your mother's closet. Your uncle's fucking basement. Wherever you find your news, you'll find it. Your platform. You're welcome. We out.
Peace. 10 count to 10. So enjoy the show tonight, fellas.